what's going on, you guys? Mr. Money1235 here again. Man, I bet you guys are wondering, where the hell have I been? Working, partying, hanging out with a few friends.
Welcome.
Fuck it, I'll get it myself.
Welcome to the channel of the Bros.
The Bros!
This is our first video. All four of us together.
Oh, by the way, I'm Cherry Picture.
I'm the Kaiser 75.
I'm my skinny guy.
And I got a beat.
Drink, motherfucker! Knock that card off!
This is a horrible video! Yeah, so that happened. Go subscribe to my friends, you guys. They'd really appreciate it. So while I'm at it and sober enough, let's get back to this questions and answers video. And I'd like to tell you guys what I've been thinking of the new Kanye West album as well, but we'll get to that after the questions. Would you rather have the top or the bottom half of a mermaid be a woman? I would rather have, like, a legit mermaid. One that's, you know, the top part is a woman and the bottom part being the tail, like a normal mermaid. Because, honestly, I don't think I could do a woman with the head of a fish. It'd be hard for me to be plowing that shit and then, you know, just like her face just be like... I mean, like, that's just, I don't know, I feel like that would kill my boner. So I would just rather make out with one and then just jerk off or something at the same time. Because, yeah, that just wouldn't work for me. If you had an unlimited amount of money, how would you keep it secret? And who would you tell, if any? If I had an unlimited amount of money, I probably wouldn't tell anybody. Like, if it just fell out of the blue or whatever like that, I'd probably, like, keep it in places around the house, hidden away, and I wouldn't probably tell anybody. I would just spend it as I see fit, and when people be like, hey, how did you get the money to come up with that? I'd be like, I saved. I mean, like, I wouldn't go out and, like, buy, like, a big, huge, expensive house or an expensive car. I would just do shit that made me happy. I'd buy all the CDs that I've ever wanted, video games, a new PlayStation 3. I'd really like to get a new one of those, just for the sake of having a newer one. But yeah, that's probably what I would do, honestly, because I wouldn't want people knowing, because then they'd want to be my friend just for the sake of me having a whole lot of money, and that would suck, because I'd feel like everybody was being fake nice to me. And then they'd expect me to do shit for them, like, oh, come on, man, buy me a house, you know, like, I don't know, I would just use it to live life happily. Maybe after I get out of my lease in the apartment, I'd go and buy, like, a legit house that I just need to live in. It wouldn't be like a mansion or anything, it would just be, you know, your normal, nice house. I mean, like, it just doesn't mean that much to me to have a nice house. A nicer car, maybe. I will say that. What is your top 7 Shiny Toy Gun songs of all time? What's your favorite bonus track by Shiny Toy Guns? How many times have you seen them live? And tell us about your experience of each show. I have never seen Shiny Toy Guns live, actually. I would love to, but that's just one of those bands that they haven't came around and I haven't been able to go. So, yeah, sadly for that, I would love to see them one day. But, top 7 Shiny Toy Gun songs. I would have to say La Disco, Don't Cry Out, Rainy Monday, Jackie Will Save Me, Ghost Town, Season of Poison, and Speaking Japanese off of their albums. I mean, like, that's so hard to do. I can't pick just 7, honestly. There's so many more I want to add to that list. But, favorite unreleased song from them? Well, not on their album, I'm guessing you mean. Bonus track. Have to be, like, either Stripped or their cover of Major Tom. Rocket Ship is also really good, but I really like The Darkness of Stripped, and I really like their cover of Major Tom, because Major Tom is just... I love her vocals in that. I think it's really emotional, so that'd probably be my favorite from them. So, what's your favorite radio station in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and what's your favorite ground vehicle in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Do you like the Fallout series? My favorite radio station on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is easily K-Dust. I fucking love the classic rock station in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. On Vice City, it would definitely be Flash FM. But, yeah, K-Dust, they had really good songs on the classic rock station on that game. It's the one that I listen to the most. for sure, right next to Radio X. So, yeah, that's that. And then my favorite ground vehicle, I really like the Zoom Splats. That's what we call them around here. Those motorcycles, and basically any fast car I can get my hands on, really. And do I like the Fallout series? That's actually a series of games I've never played before, but I've always been really interested in. I know that, Fallout 3 is supposed to be like one of the best things ever. So, I don't know. I need to get on that. Do you secretly rub your nipples? I secretly rub my girlfriend's nipples. What are some of your favorite album covers of all time? Oh man, this is a hard question. Could be pretty long, but what comes to mind is Beatles' Abbey Road, Lone's Galaxy Garden, Lullabies to Paralyze by Queens of the Stone Age, Era Vulgaris by Queens of the Stone Age, Muse, Black Holes and Revelations, Green Day's Dookie, Contra by Vampire Weekend, Yeezus from Kanye West. That would be, I mean, that's not even close to all of them, but that's just that's just some examples for you. How did you start getting into the Beatles? I would recommend that you go check out my Let's Talk About Beatles video, because I kind of went way in depth in that video, but basically just 2009 rolled around. I had already had a copy of One, their greatest hits album, and the Beatles Rock Band was coming out soon, September 9th, 2009, and I just ended up collecting all the remastered albums that they came out with in that year, and fell in love with them even deeper than my parents probably did. So yeah, but like I said, Let's Talk About Beatles video, that goes more in depth. Do you like Wolfmother by any chance, and what's your opinion on The Good, the Bad, and the Queen? I really don't like Wolfmother that much. I mean, I really like the song Mother, obviously, and the Joker and the Thief. I really like those songs, but I've never really gotten to the whole albums by them. My parents actually have a copy of their first album. And what's your opinion on The Good, the Bad, and the Queen? I love The Good, the Bad, and the Queen. I thought that was an awesome, awesome album, and I hope they come together and create another one, because that was one of my favorite albums of my high school career. Actually, Herculean and History Song, 80s Life, all those songs all just kind of had like an impact on me. Northern Well, that was one of my favorite ones on that album. Yeah, Good, the Bad, and the Queen. I actually need to listen to that again. I haven't heard that album in a long time. Green Fields, that's another real big favorite of mine. Yeah, awesome album. I'd love to hear more. Do you listen to music? No, I don't. I fucking hate it, man. It sucks. Owl City or the Postal Service? I'm gonna say Owl City. I know everybody's been like jumping for joy that the Postal Services came back. I'm actually not a huge fan of the Postal Service. I like the main single off of that album. But I can definitely hear some similarities in there, but I think Owl City is just better. Just my opinion. What do you think about Radiohead? I like Radiohead. I think they're a little bit overrated, though. I mean, like, I listened to their Best Of album. I listened to a few other albums by then. I actually own a copy of OK Computer. I love that album. But I just, I don't know. They're not a band that I see myself returning to a whole lot. But I know everybody loves them, and that's cool. You know, like, they have a few songs that I just love. But, I don't know. Yeah, I like Radiohead. I'm glad they're out there. I just don't think they're as great as everybody says that they are. How old were you when you first got into Gorillaz? What's your top 5 songs from them of all time? When's your birthday? Your favorite soda? What instruments do you play, and what was the first one you learned? I got into Gorillaz in 2005, soon before I started high school. Demon Days had just came out. I was watching MTV Fuse a whole lot, and the music video for Feel Good Inc. would come on all the time, and I absolutely loved that song. Didn't know anything about the characters themselves back then. I just thought the music video was a creative cartoon thing. I had no idea that that was the actual band in that video back then. But I actually, I went out, I got a copy of Demon Days, fell in love with that album, and I soon just collected them all, and they became my favorite band of all time, and they were the first band that inspired me to write my own music, and yeah, and boom, here I am talking about all this music today. If it wasn't for Gorillaz, I would not be sitting here making videos about music. That's why they're my favorite band of all time. I mean, I just can't help it. They just, they inspired me so much in so many different categories. They made me want to explore more music and make music myself. And that was the magic. So, I love them. Top 5 songs from them of all time. I can honestly not answer this question for you. I mean, Feel Good Inc. is definitely probably my favorite song from them. It's the song that got me into them. I feel like it's one of the best songs on Demon Days still. Clint Eastwood, obviously, those two have to go in there. I'm sorry, hipster Gorillaz fans that think I shouldn't include their two biggest singles, but I love those songs. Sorry. Let's see. I'd have to put Hong Kong in there. That would probably go in there. That one's really different. I love that song. Empire Ants off Plastic Beach. That one's pretty high up my list too. I can't make a CD without putting that song on it. I'll just say Rhinestone Eyes. Obviously, I cannot answer this question for you. 5 is just too little of a number because there are so many other songs. I love Don Chromatic. I love Do You Thing. I mean, the Gorillaz, man, you can't limit it like that. They're just that awesome. When's your birthday? My birthday is November 14th, 1990. That is when I was born. November 14th, 1990. Pinnacle of the 90s, right here. Favorite soda? Mountain Dew. Yeah, and I don't even own an Xbox and play Halo, but yeah, Mountain Dew is still my favorite. What instruments do you play, and what was the first one you learned? I play guitar primarily, and I was also in chorus in high school. I really enjoy singing, but yeah, guitar is the only instrument that I ever learned to play that wasn't my voice. I like to play around a whole lot with piano too, even though I've never like taken lessons or anything like that, but I've actually wrote 2 songs for piano before, even though I don't know how to play. But yeah, guitar was the only one, really, so there you go. What are your favorite music videos? The first thing that comes to mind when somebody mentions what my favorite music videos are always Gorillaz videos for some reason. I mean, like, I just feel like they're really creative. Feel Good Inc. has a really creative music video. I really like that one. Hell, I even like Stylo, the music video for that song. That one's really good. Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park. That's another huge music video I'm a fan of. Shit, man, there's a whole lot, but those are the first ones that come to mind, so. Do you like the Foo Fighters? The singles. I also feel like the Foo Fighters are a pretty overrated band, honestly. Their singles seem to have a whole lot more work into them than the deep cuts, I feel like. Kind of has that Fall Out Boy syndrome. I really like Rope. I mean, Wasting Light in full was one of the closest albums that I listened to that I actually enjoyed the whole thing through almost. But yeah, because I love Rope. Rope is an awesome song. It's probably my favorite song from Foo Fighters. But yep, just how I feel. Whatever. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for this. And now, what do I think about Yeezus? I've been listening to Yeezus a little bit by Kanye West, and I actually enjoy it really a whole lot sonically. But I only like 4 songs off of it. I mean, I really like the songs, let's see, let me pull that up again here. I really like the songs On Site, Black Skinhead, I'm In It, and New Slaves. Other than that, I'm not really a huge fan of the rest of this album. Bound 2 is actually pretty good too, actually, so maybe, yeah, maybe those 5. The rest of them, I just get sick of. I Am a God. I couldn't listen to that whole song before I was like, okay, skip. Because, like, Kanye West, he is such an egotistic asshole. And this song is just the biggest example. The only reason I gave this album a try, I know I don't listen to a whole lot of rap on this channel. I don't review a whole lot of rap because I don't like rap. But Kanye West, every single album he comes out with has something new going into it, and that's one thing that I love about his music. You know, like Graduation, kind of poppy, more influenced, like, you know, the single Stronger, that was an awesome song. I still play that song from time to time. You know, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808s and Heartbreak. I mean, 808s and Heartbreak is where people started to break off because he really auto-tuned a whole lot on that album. Not as many people enjoyed that as much, but I still loved Love Lockdown. I thought that was a great song. And then, you know, like, he comes up with this thing, and then it's a totally new sound. Really electronic, really heavy production on this thing. I really dig that part about it. It's just, you know, certain things I get tired of and just want to listen to something different. But the song Black Skinhead is definitely my favorite off this album. Black Skinhead, it's badass. I love the melody. I love how dark this song is. It's epic, man. I love this song. On Site's really good, too. It's a good album opener. And Bound 2, that's a good closer. And, you know, No Slaves, I really like lyrically. So, yeah, it's okay. I like half of it. So, I can't give a full recommendation, but it gets a 5 out of 10 for me if I was going to rate it. So anyway, that's how I feel about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of things. It's just work it to me, and then like, you know, my friend is finally back from his internship down in Wilmington, so we've been hanging out a whole lot. And then my girlfriend stayed over with me this entire weekend. She just now left before I made this video. So, hey, that's how it goes, you know. But I'll try to get back into it. I'm sorry, you guys. Mr. Money 1 2 3 5. I'll see you guys later.